Powerful pass from Mario Chalmers, and the Heat back up by 7.
Good little bounce pass by Chalmers. Tough finish by James.
Bosh ahead of the field, fouled and one.
Great lead pass by James. Soft foul by Ginobili. 3-point play opportunity.
The fake there, hits in the paint, nice pass to Duncan, blocked by James. James comes flying in, rejected. The attacking aggressive style continuing for Miami.
Ray Allen, back to James, left side 3.
James will try another 3. Puts it in, LeBron James, 4th three-pointer. James knocks it down. 2-point game with 20 seconds remaining. Green off the dribble, drives inside to Duncan, blocked by James. What a rejection.
2 future Hall of Famers matching up here. 2 Finals MVPs.
Chalmers in the paint, off balance, wild shot thrown down by LeBron James.
Slammed in by LeBron James, who had lost his headband.
Stolen by James, Miller ahead, here it goes, down.
And we haven't seen anything like that from James for a finish in a long time.
James and a foul. Took a hard hit, put it in, and a chance for a 3-point play.
Well, this is when he's at his best in the open court with seams.
James pulls up, puts it in, 4-point lead. 35 for LeBron James. Timeout San Antonio.
Got it, LeBron!
Marcus, bring the heat. Oh, what a block from James! Throws it back at Splitter, who is ready to dunk.
Oh, Splitter in shock. Oh, I'm sure Splitter still can't believe that block.
The concern is not him scoring the basketball and catching on the block.
Inside, nice move from James. You know, Doris, all the players have talked about that as James drives inside on a beautiful finish. Iguodala guarding LeBron James. James, the spin move, boy, makes it look so easy. Of course, last year, James, without Irving, after game 1, without Love for the whole series, had to play so much ISO ball, put up incredible numbers. The Cavs have had some stretches in these playoffs where they have been superb defensively as James again gets inside. James pulls up. That's a 3, rattles it home. James floats it up and Thompson throws it down. 7 on the 24. James blows past him, lefty layup. Green gets up on Kevin Love. Barbosa's guarding LeBron James. And the mismatch easily goes to Cleveland. Gets inside, an easy layup for LeBron James, his first points. And quickly, Steve Kerr calls a 20-second timeout. From here at midcourt, Dellavedova on the drive. Inside to James for the flush. And a 6-point lead for the Cavaliers.
Well, Mike, they're playing with much better pace in game 2 than they did the entire game 1.
James, left-handed, banks it in. James, oh, what a crossover and finish. LeBron James, the freight train. James now 12 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, and 3 steals. When they shot just 33%, the Cavs, and 1 here at Oracle. James powers his way to the basket again.
Simple pick and roll with J.R. Smith, getting Iguodala off the body of James, forcing Livingston to defend him, and then he's in attack mode.
James puts his head down and drives hard to the basket with authority.
But that's got to be the mindset. No sense in traveling when there's no shot blockers on the floor.
Klay Thompson an air ball, so Curry and Thompson each with air balls to start. James goes at Green. Layup is good. Curry turns it over. J.R. Smith fakes, throws it back to Jefferson, into James. Irving. James thought about a long three. Iguodala's in the game. And James banks it in. He's 3 for 3. And it's an 11-point advantage.
And he put the ball on the floor with the mindset of scoring the basketball. Good, hard, aggressive move.
Nice backdoor, and James throws it down.
And to me, that's how he can be utilized more, Coach. We agree. Cutting and slashing to the cup.
He's such a great cutter.
Meanwhile, James rattles in a two-pointer. 5 to shoot. James steps back, jumper. It's good. James fires away and hits a three. Largest lead of the night. James, he's been hot from outside. That continues.
And Mike, I don't think they're going to win this finals unless LeBron James takes and makes jump shots, because the cushion that they're playing him with is so great.
Turns it over. James keeps his dribble somehow. Irving back to James. Oh, he throws it down.
Boy, from our angle, this looked like it was going to be a toss, lob, pass out of bounds. LeBron James still has the athletic ability, catches and throws it down. Mama, there goes that man.
That's a long distance alley-oop slam. Just amazing athleticism to catch that.
Physical taunt.
James to the basket and a foul. Blew right by Green, and a chance for a three-point play as the lead balloons to 24. Green picks him up. James open, lays it up and in. They lost game 3 in Oklahoma City as well in the conference finals before that great comeback, as James drills another. Curry guarding James. Backing in, there's the double team, can't get it to go, tips it in with the left hand. He's making it look easy here tonight. James to the basket, backs it in. Stolen by James. And James lays it in. Green was yelling to Klay Thompson, don't foul, don't foul. And he got out of the way. James, nice pivot, left-handed, scoops it in.
It's simple, Mike. Sounds crazy, but he's got to think score the basketball.
Right from the opening tip, they've let them play for the most part. James hits a three. James pulls back. James has 7 assists so far. This is a two-pointer, drills it. Irving goes up top to James. Back to Shumpert. Shumpert has a good open look. In and out. James the rebound. Back up and in. James guarded by the young McAdoo. James drives past him and an easy two. Irving, clear path to the basket. Layup, he missed it. James on the follow. A very small lineup out there for Golden State. James drives and easily finishes. And James off to a good start. He has 9. LeBron James straight on, knocks down his second three-pointer, and they've tied the game. James jumper. Again, LeBron James has the perimeter game going. James puts his head down, drives, and finishes. James the rebound and the putback. Spades gives him some room. James knocks it down. This might be the best we've seen his outside jumper consistently in the playoffs for a half. James fakes, James drives, James finishes, and the foul. And a chance for a three-point play to tie the game. James with 4 to shoot. He's going to have to knock up a 3. And does! LeBron James with his 3rd three-pointer. Love finds James, who got free, and an easy 2. And this is the largest lead of the game for the Cavaliers. LeBron James with the left hand. Steps back, he tries another 3. That's good! LeBron James from downtown. He's 4 of 6 from that distance. 36 points for James.
If you're the Cavaliers.
James jump shot again. All night long, he's been hitting from the perimeter. Now 15 of 24. Poked away from behind, then releases. And Curry has to back off as James throws it down. Timeout, Golden State.
Golden State gets themselves in trouble, turning the ball over. Hands by James, the advance pass, and the finish.
James against Curry. Backs it in. 8-0. Irving fakes, drives. James on the throwdown. This is reminiscent of the Game 3 start. Cavaliers on the attack from the opening tip. James, Thompson running and finishing.
What an unbelievable effort play by Tristan Thompson. Great pass by James, but that was made by the effort of Tristan Thompson running down the middle of the floor.
On the attack, goes for the goal, left-handed, lays it in.
But Coach, we're seeing a steady diet of pick and rolls, whether it's Curry, and now he's off the floor. They're using the 5-man to set the screens, and they are attacking.
James to Thompson. Oh, what a pass from LeBron James. 31-9.
Not only are they getting it done offensively, but 9 points for the Warriors. They're getting
alley-oop to Thompson. Tristan Thompson with a double-double here in the first half. James puts up the 3 and nails it. LeBron James from downtown. James, a crossover, the layup off the glass. His 11th of the game, finds James. Irving finds Thompson. James on the attack, left-handed once again, lays it in.
But the right mindset, catching, using that momentum, and getting into the thick of the Warriors' defense.
Throws it ahead to Smith. Smith, alley-oop to James! Wow!
Crowd going crazy. J.R. Smith in transition, recognizing the locomotive running down the middle of the floor is not how you drive, it's how you arrive. Mama, there goes that man.
At a slow start. Golden State didn't score as James lines it up and hits a 3. LeBron James, his 2nd three-pointer. And the lead back up to 19. Green went for the steal, lost his balance. James gets to the paint, puts up the shot and puts it in. 28 for LeBron James. It's back to 13. Green down the other end. James right there. Blocked by James. Barbosa can't hold on. Irving misses. James, offensive rebound. Back up and in. Curry came close to fouling out there. Shot clock winding down. James has to put it up. Puts it in. Ball stripped by Draymond Green. Bad pass stolen by J.R. Smith. Inside Jefferson. Irving fakes the 3. To James. Layup. Banks it in. Timeout Golden State. Iguodala trying to stay in front. Falling away. It's good. 36 for LeBron James. James floats it up and Thompson throws it down. James throws it inside again to Thompson. Tristan Thompson, 15 points, 15 rebounds. It's bedlam here in Cleveland. Curry blocked by James. McAdoo's in the game. James Jones gets off the bench. He's going to come in. James finishing touches on a magnificent performance. Fakes, drives on Barnes, left-handed, banks it in.
And Ezeli's had 2 quality looks to start the game.
Curry helps out. Smith, pass right through the hands of Curry. James, the two-handed slam. Curry had that steal, but it slipped through his hands, and LeBron James takes advantage. Rebounding numbers +8 for Cleveland. James drives in hard. Nice adjustment with the left hand. Green leading the break. Green's pass stolen by James, and Mo Williams all alone. LeBron James had 4 steals in Game 6, 3 in Game 5, and that one leads to an easy bucket. Off of his leg, lost it. 5th turnover for Golden State. James drives, Curry has to get out of the way, and James gets the friendly roll. James on the drive, fouled, layup, counted and one. LeBron James, another attack of the basket. And he's got a free throw coming up. Iguodala fakes, shut off nicely by Jefferson. Barbosa, shot blocked by James. Curry tries to deny. James gets it. Shot clock winding down into Love. And Love lays it in as the shot clock expires. 9 assists now for LeBron James. James looking to post up Sean Livingston. Backs in. Tough fall-away shot. It's good. Livingston played it well. James was just better. James drives, gets in the paint, puts it up, and puts it in. Shot clock's been winding down many of the Cavs' possessions here to start the 4th. James drives down the lane, running shot, banks, and it's good.
There's no secret he's much more comfortable when anybody else is defending him, not named Iguodala.
5 to shoot. Ezeli again goes back up on him. James steps back for 3, puts it in! LeBron James from downtown, and the Cavaliers go up by 2. 26 for James. Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James! LeBron James with the rejection.
Wow.
His 3rd block of the game. One dribble, steps back, puts up a 3. Won't go. Rebound tip taken by Spades. Final seconds. It's over. It's over. Cleveland is a city of champions once again. The Cavaliers are NBA champions.
LeBron. I'm sorry, Doris. No worries, Kyrie. LeBron, as soon as that buzzer sounded, your emotions let loose. Can you describe what you're feeling right now?
I set out a goal 2 years when I came back to bring a championship to this city. I gave everything that I had. I poured my heart, my blood, my sweat, my tears to this game, and against all odds, I don't know why we want to take the hardest road. I don't know why the man above gives me the hardest road, but it's nothing the man above don't put you in situations that you can't handle. And I just kept that same positive attitude, like, instead of saying, why me, they're saying this is what he want me to do. And Cleveland, this is for you. Oh.
LeBron, you did what no other team had been able to do, coming back from a 3-1 deficit in the finals. And to do that, you had to win twice in a place that proved too much for so many teams. What did you find in Game 5 here?
Just locked in. I had to change my approach a little bit on how I approach the game. I wasn't that good in the first 2 games here in this building. I watched a lot of film, detailed it out, changed my blueprint. And we was able to put together some spectacular games after being down 3-1. History, we in the record books. We're the first team ever to come back from a 3-1 deficit. This is special.
We'll see you in a few minutes on the podium, LeBron. Mike.
2 years ago, he wrote a letter to his fans in which he said, "I'm coming home." And he said, "Nothing is given to you in Northeast Ohio. Everything is earned." And LeBron, it was unanimous. Most Valuable Player, 2016 NBA Finals. Congratulations.
Just exceptional. Came in as a terrific defender. His offensive game has improved leaps and bounds as James throws it down.
I like that shot by Crowder.
James drives, gets inside, draws the foul. Count it and one, and a chance for a three-point play.
Outstanding job defensively in this first half, but LeBron James, put your head down and be aggressive and make a play. That time takes the contact, gets the basket.
And Duncan Robinson's in no man's land. He's neither staying at home on the corner, nor is he helping on the drive of LeBron James.
James drives hard, bank shot, good, count it, and the foul. LeBron James with a chance for a three-point play. Lakers go up a dozen.
And it's like LeBron is saying, I remember the last time you defended me in the finals. I know your work. Attacks, uses that upper body strength, eliminates the contest, takes the hit, gets the finish, and going to the line for the possible three-point.
To prevent him from going under and getting back in front.
James splits the defense down the lane, running layup, it's good, and the foul. He took a hard fall.
He does a poor job of staying in front of LeBron. He splits it, turns the corner, puts his head down, and uses that upper body strength to attack.
James pass. That's the 10th turnover for the Lakers. 10 in the first quarter. We still have 2:43 remaining.
We're getting to a skirmish with Morris and Hero right now.
All right, Rachel. It is heart-pounding time right here in Game 3 of the Finals. James drives, finishes, and is fouled. And a chance to cut it to one in the opening minute.
Good screen by Caruso, forcing the miscommunication by the Miami Heat, and LeBron James turns the corner, gets all the way to the cup, using that upper body strength for the finish.
LeBron James steps back, three-pointer, that's good.
Well, this is excellent defense by Adebayo and a big-time shot by James. And you're not going to be able to do any better than that.
James goes inside and throws it down. Point, Laker lead as we're under a minute to go. Davis again, and it just
again, perfect. It's simple. They're playing their smaller guys in the back line. James just seals, catches it in the middle.
The only flaw that you can point to in his game is he's got to improve defensively.
Beautiful pass, Rondo to James, count it, and one.
Job by the Lakers. LeBron James gets on the backside of the zone, and Rondo delivers the basketball on point. That's just eye contact and making a play.
Rondo was terrific in Game 1. Big part of that turnaround when Lakers shot didn't go. Ball deflected. Caldwell Pope dives on the floor and saves it. James drives, pass inside. Howard again, and the foul.
Transition opportunity, get James ahead of steam, and then the beautiful drop off to Dwight Howard. He did not shoot the ball in Game 1. Already 3 buckets.
James drives, gets inside, running layup. It's good, and a foul. LeBron James ties the game on a chance for a three-point play.
Turns the corner, attacks the paint. You need a hoop. Get the ball in the hands of LeBron James. Grown man strength.
What an epic duel. Two masterful performers. Two great competitors. Finds Howard, shot clock down to 3. James going to have to drive, put one up quickly, gets in the paint, throws it up, shot rolls around and drops through. Adebayo, pass inside, threw it behind Robinson. James floats it up, and Anthony Davis with a one-handed tomahawk. Lakers go up by 3.
A good pass and finish by Anthony Davis, and then boom, running the floor up 3.
Ball poked away. James picks it up. James down the lane, runs into Robinson, count it, and the foul. Duncan Robinson frustrated as LeBron James just steamrolled over him.
In transition, season angle. That's a weak attempt for an offensive foul.
And now coming into this series, we're a huge favorite, even bigger now, but the Heat rallying around each other, although right off the bat. Duncan Robinson finds Hero. Hero off the bounce, deflected and stolen. Here's LeBron James going down the lane, draws the foul, count it, and 1.
LeBron James coming down the lane with a full head of steam. Gets the contact and the basket. Had his mind made up as soon as he caught the rock.
And if you're Myers Leonard,
pass inside, stolen by Danny Green. James left open, has plenty of time, and knocks down the 3, the first 3-pointer for the Lakers.
If I'm Eric Spoelstra, this is the best player on the floor, and we let him step in rhythm, a practice shot. Nobody even chase him down and try to contest it. LeBron James will knock that shot down and make some. That's not the Lakers brand of basketball. They were helped by the block by LeBron, the zone defense of the Miami Heat. LeBron James gets beat by Hero, but the extra effort, measures the basketball and then blocks it without foul.
First shot attempt was blocked. He's got 17 points, 10 assists. LeBron James knocks down the 3. Caruso kicks it out to Morris. Back up top to James. Fakes the 3. Kicks it out in the corner. Kuzma for 3. It's good as the buzzer sounds, ending the first quarter. Despite all the good play by the Heat here in the first quarter, after 1, the Lakers cut it to within 3. Rondo whips a pass to Caldwell Pope. James in the post, catches and gets hammered. Count the basket and 1.
Back up. But Olynyk with a gamble.
Feed inside to James, and he throws it down.
Tremendous feed from Caruso.
James sees the double team. Morris right back down. James against Butler, one-on-one. Tough fall-away baseline shot. It's good. Difficult shot, and LeBron James puts the Lakers up 6.
To score. Throws it out. They repost. He backs in and hits a well-defended fadeaway.
Crowder picks up James. He tries another 3-pointer all night. LeBron James from downtown.
They have missed some very makeable point-blank shots as James continues to attack in transition. Again, when he has numbers, the defense isn't set. This is an amazing athlete.
Adebayo guarding LeBron James. James tries another long 3. That's good. LeBron James, a couple of 3-point bombs here in the 3rd. Second block of the game for Anthony Davis. James, a long 3-pointer, nails it. That's his first 3-point attempt, and it puts the Lakers back up by 1.
I got a lifetime to hang around my man.
Well, she was apparently very understanding. James flips it up off the glass. Nice scoop shot from LeBron James.
Well, first of all, I don't think he's healthy and whole, but I think it's a harder decision than what you say as James attacks the rim without any help and 1.
This is when LeBron James is a nightmare to defend. When he makes up his mind that he's going to put the ball down and attack the paint area.
And he clipped Crowder on that drive.
The foul was on Crowder, his first. The Heat thought Caruso bumped him. Caruso pushes it up the other way. James tries another 3-pointer, puts it in. LeBron James now 3 for 4 from downtown. And an annoyed Eric Spoelstra calls timeout as the lead is cut to 6.
3-point shooting of LeBron James has kept them in it. They have struggled in the half court, but in transition.
Dragic with the plantar fascia tear on his left foot. Pass inside to Morris. Beautiful bounce pass from James, and Markieff Morris 10 points in 10 minutes off the bench. Danny Green cross court Caldwell Pope pass deflected by Butler, but right to the hands of Davis. Shot clock winding down. James on the drive. Hop step floats it up. Bank shot is good. Very nice. James throws it up top to Rondo. Rondo inside to James. Falling away. Jumper's good. 31 for LeBron James. The lead is up to 13 as we're under 3 to play. Throws it ahead to James. James head down, drives inside. Layup, count it, and one. Again, defense leading the offense.
Put him on his back and made plays. Activity by Davis getting back into the picture to throw ahead. LeBron James full steam ahead.
Terrific rookie from Kentucky. But his team still down by 16. James the floater. 19 points for LeBron James.
The Memphis Grizzlies also with that talented basketball team that had great success.
Alex Caruso's come in, feet inside, an easy two for Davis as LeBron James gets his third assist.
Behind the defense. Here, James plays behind the defense and then no ball pressure.
Butler gets in the paint. Blocked by Howard. Picked up by Danny Green. Green back to James. James charges down the lane, goes inside and easily lays it up and in.
Sort of just lessened their intensity, and they've eased their way into a win as James with another bucket.
LeBron James wide open, throws it down. That makes it a 7-point game with 1:07 left. James. Morris, another corner three. Puts it in. Markieff Morris, 16 points off the bench, and the game is tied. Howard calling for the ball. Davis finds Howard. Howard is up, blocked by Crowder. Back out to James. This pass, Caldwell Pope corner jumper. That's good. LeBron James sees an opening, drives down a lane, running layup is good. 2.9 remaining. James finds some room, fires a three, and knocks it down.
I love the decision by Miami to double Davis and now James in isolation.
And Anthony Davis connects on that.
I think he's learned a lot about schemes, but individual defense has to continue to get better.
Caldwell Pope, ball fake, three-pointer, knocks it down. That's his first three. He was 0 for 5.
And you can make the case, as crazy as it sounds, that we have taken LeBron James and his greatness for granted.
Your efficiency, is so important.
We'll look for that as the game goes on. Thank you, Eric. Back to you, Mike.
All right, Rachel. After Dragic knocks it down the other end, Kyle Kuzma connects.
That was my junior college coach. He had an offense called Hully Gully. But it's that sort of thing. Hully Gully,
James gets inside, goes reverse left-handed. Doesn't look like he's happy, even though his challenge was successful. James spins inside, an easy path to the basket. As we approach 4 minutes remaining, Lakers have led by as many as 23. Excuse me, as many as 32. Done it all for the Heat, who lead by 8, just past the midway point here in the third. James backs in and just completely bullies his way to the rim. James against Jones. Backs in, here comes the help. Spins away from that, and an easy layup. 25 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists for LeBron James.
Well, this is straight up bully ball. LeBron James against Jones Jr. till he starts taking and making.
And I think if you're Miami, you don't overreact. You got to give that shot up, and good defense by the Lakers.
Off the turnover, Danny Green throws it down. Butler tried to distract him a bit.
Easy one by flicking it from behind. James leads him, and Green dunks it home.
Foot injury. They're not going to get more specific until after the game, but we did just watch Goran walk down the hallway here.
LeBron James drives. Can't finish. Davis on the follow. Shot misses. Ball tipped up and in. I think it was James who got it. Without Dragic, without Adebayo. Davis, Caldwell Pope inside the James, and an easy two for LeBron James.
Putting LeBron and Anthony Davis on the back line against the zone, you're overmatched.
Davis back to James. James with a layup. And a quick timeout from Eric Spoelstra. 16 points, 8 assists. Rondo inside to James. James scoops it up and in. 33 for LeBron James. They're a team that has kind of surprised a lot of people throughout these playoffs. James three-pointer. That's good. Before the season began, the Miami Heat, the odds makers had them to make the final 75-1. Davis comes off the screen and knocks down another jumper.
When we have that opportunity, we have to capitalize.
Davis had a terrific first half with 18 points. James is going to try a long three-pointer, knocks it down. He's 2 for 2 from downtown. James pushes up the floor. Caldwell Pope, bang! Contavious Caldwell Pope from downtown. It's a 5-point lead.
Butler missed a good look. James pushing, they're loading up to him. Caldwell Pope.
Danny Green, tough pass, gets to Caruso. James tries a three-pointer. LeBron James, his second three of the game.
He liked the ball movement in the last possession by the Lakers. Not settling the extra pass, and LeBron keeping his team.
Hero just 1 for 8 from the field tonight. James drives, James finishes. And the Lakers just keep pouring it on.
He's just too good in transition with gaps like that, the power, the athleticism.
James goes to the rim once again, lays it up and in, and he's in double figures. And a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra.
And they were helping with everybody. Now that's half-hearted help. That's sticking an arm in there. You got to stick your body in front of LeBron James if you want to win. And I like how Jimmy Butler is trying to take away James's three.
James drives inside. He wanted an and one. Scores the bucket. 19 first-half points for James on 8 of 10 from the field. What a gorgeous feed, but they couldn't convert. James the crossover, the drive, goes reverse and banks it home.
Get our best player involved in as many plays as possible, LeBron James.
Good defense there from Davis. Forces the turnover, and James with the flush down the other end. Crowder on LeBron James. Nice feed inside to Rondo. Beautiful pass from James. That's his second assist. LA looking to push every opportunity. Beautiful pass. Caruso banks it in. A precise bounce pass from LeBron James, and the Lakers have blown it open here in the second quarter.
They need more skill and shooting on the floor.
Caruso with the steal. Caruso got the start. Doesn't have big numbers. As James drives, gets inside, layup, banks it home, and a foul. But Caruso's had a real impact, Jeff. Usual great spirit and defense. Back to James. James goes inside, the flush and the foul.
About to play the pass, and LeBron James about to win another title.
5 to shoot. James, Caldwell Pope puts it in. Contavious Caldwell Pope for downtown, and the Lakers regain the lead. Timeout Miami.
And Pope and LeBron James with the ball in his hand says to the Miami defense, you tell me which way to go. It's a good old-fashioned game of pool. 3-ball, corner pocket, and celebrating. Guy that played that way all year long for this team.
Averaged 15 a game as a rookie. Finished second in Rookie of the Year as LeBron James nails the three-pointer. 2 of them undrafted. Caruso throws it up, and LeBron James easily banks it home. Standing in the back, still hasn't retreated all the way to locker room. Caruso gets inside, and James tips it up and in. Butler gets up into James, who wanted to shoot the three. Now makes his drive, gets in, gathers, and banks it home. The Lakers have actually hit 14 more threes in the series. As Caldwell Pope drives inside, gets whacked, knocked down, counted, and one.
KCP has had an outstanding series on both sides of the floor, and I love the mindset, turning the corner, not as a shooter, but as a scorer. Attacks, gets the basket and the contact. Going for
Butler. James drives, goes inside, layup, missed it, got the rebound, the follow, he banks it home.
Big-time plays and putting their team in position to win. Jimmy Butler and LeBron James absolutely spectacular all night long.
I don't think those two guys are exceptionally talented. I mean, like you always say, like top 5, but it's not like everybody else is.
The argument, it hasn't been a difficult job to do. He's done a great job. Both things can be true.
It's a Heat team that is a very good offensive team. Rondo again. Rajon Rondo, 8 of 9 from the field, 19 points off the bench.
He's been huge. He's been absolutely huge in this ball game.